Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Elise and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join my little YouTube family. So today's video is going to be a continuation, or part 2 if you want to call it, of my last video. So if you haven't seen that, you should. Just saying. No pressure. In that video, I pretty much went over my overall thoughts, gave it a little review / first impression of the new Carli Bybel Deluxe palette. So I compared it to the old one and I talked about it and so on and so forth. So if you're coming from there, this is going to be the tutorial and the makeup that I did for that video. I promised you guys I would upload that shortly after, and here it is. So if you want to see how I got this really pretty bronzy look, which is perfect for spring and summer by the way, then please keep watching. I actually went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera to save us some time, but jumping straight into the eyelids, I'm going to be priming them with some Tarte Shape Tape. I do this step all the time, but I just love it. I think it works fine. Any concealer you have, just definitely use that as an eyeshadow primer. If you don't have one, it works just as good. Just make sure you set it. To set it, I'm going to be using this beige shade from the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm just going to dust that all over my eyelids, just because I do not like to work with powders on top of a sticky concealer, so I like to set that with some shadow. Taking this nice peachy shade from the palette, it reminds me a lot of Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, which you guys know I love. I'm going to be blending that back and forth in windshield wiper motions, and I'm using this as my transition shade. And then I'm taking this shade, which is just maybe 2 shades deeper. It still has some peach in it, however, it is definitely more of a brown shade. And again, just dusting that so it blends nicely. Now, if you watch my last video, I did talk about this shade being one of the ones that didn't really work out for me too much. But this brown shade, as you see here, and this one also, I applied some and they weren't really going on. As you can see, like, you can't even see that I'm putting them on. So I ended up just actually having to go back into the old Carli Bybel palette, which has the same shade. And if you can see it, it's the brown right in the center. So I ended up just using that one all over my crease. How I initially planned on using the other ones, they just didn't seem to work out. Not sure if I got a bad shade in my new deluxe edition palette, but either way I still made it work with the old one, which is fine. Next, I'm just going to grab this really pretty peachy champagne color, and I'm just spritzing some Fix Plus on it to just make it a little bit more intense. But as you can see here, it's pretty good. I'm just going to take that and just put that all over my eyelid. Well, as much eyelid as I have available. Hooded eye problems. I'm just going to put that on and just really build it until I have it at its maximum level of intensity. But as you can see, it really doesn't need much work. It's a really pretty shade. I'm just going to be taking that blending brush, which has some residue left over from that brown that I used, and then with no additional product, running that back and forth on my crease just so it all blends and looks very cohesive. Then I'm just going to take a clean makeup wipe and just clean up any excess fallout, which, to be honest, there really wasn't much, so that's pretty nice. And jumping straight into the face, I'm going to go into primer. And for primer today, I was using the Too Faced Hangover RX, which I love. And I just like to focus that mainly on my T-zone area, bring it out to my cheeks, and then just take all the extra product and rub it all over my face. For foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage Luminous something foundation. Don't quote me on that name, but I will have it listed below. I really love this foundation. It was actually one of my first times using it, but you guys, it's a really good foundation for a really good price. If you guys want me to do a review, I'm totally down, but I'm using my Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend that in, and look how pretty that looks. Along with that, I also went ahead and I applied my lashes. I did that off camera. I'll have them listed down below for you guys to check out, but I love these lashes. I'm going to be using the concealer on the under eye area, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, a little bit on the upper lip area. You guys know the deal. This is just to pretty much conceal and highlight these points of my face. Taking the brown from the original Carli Bybel palette, you can surely use the one from the deluxe palette, but like I said, I'm having a little bit of an issue with mine. I'm just going to be taking that and running that on my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. You can definitely do as much or as little, or you don't even have to do it at all, but this is just a step that I really like to do because I just feel like it makes your eyes look so much more sultry and sexy. Ew. I hate saying the word sexy. Just going to apply some of this LA Girl contour stick, which honestly not sure why it's called that, because it's glittery and it's brown and it has like shimmers in it. Not something you would typically contour with, but I'm just going to run that on my waterline so there's something there, and then I'm just going to use some Rimmel Lash Accelerator on my lower lash line. I'm going to list every product for you guys down below, but right now here's a quick clip of me almost having a heart attack. Hard to watch, huh? I know. Taking this white from the palette, which I am in love with this color. I'm taking that, putting it on my inner corner, and I'm also putting it under my brows to highlight. And then to do a quick setting, because I never actually set the concealer and I had just remembered that, I'm taking the banana shade from the Kat Von D contour kit, and then I'm also going to use that same thing to contour. I'm going to be taking these two shades here, and I'm just going to use that to just carve out my cheeks and to just pretty much contour my face. If you guys would like a highlight and contour routine, then please let me know. And to bronze, I'm going to be using the NYC Sunny Bronzer, which is an oldie but a goodie. I really, really love this bronzer, and I really, really love the price too. Now comes the highlighting, and you guys, there were so many choices. It was like overwhelming. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the two goldest shades, as you saw me pick out there, which, I mean, can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah. They are so beautiful. And then I'm going to take some of the white and dust it on the bridge of my nose, just to highlight the bridge of my nose, make it look a lot thinner and stuff, you know. And this is the kicker. I'm taking the white and putting it on my cheeks. To die for. I know. Moving on to lips, I'm grabbing ColourPop's Echo Park, which is one of my favorite Ultra Satin lippies from them. I love their formulation. It's not super matte and drying, but it's not glossy either. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that white because I'm extra, and I'm applying that to the Cupid's bow. I'm just going to hit a couple other areas of my face where I feel like I could use a little bit more glow. That's going to complete this look, though. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching and your continuous support. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.